Yo, what's up guys, this goes in today's video. Got you back with another Grand Cross video. Now today is going to be about the best unit to basically use when you farm in the game. So you guys can get him right now in global version. So I'm going to show you guys global and JP together, just so I can show you guys like the farming methods. So basically, if you go into your coin shop, you can actually go into the gold section and you can get Hauser. So Hauser is of course the unit we're going to be talking about today. So Hauser, when he is in the rotation for his schedule lineup, you will be able to buy him for 20 gold coins, or you can get him in under the regular sale, which is for 30. But I wouldn't recommend that. I would wait until he gets into the regular, so you can get him for 20 instead. But this unit is actually a very good unit. Now I have him on global now. Which I summoned him, I think, like once maybe, because I know I have, so I have 2 coins of him. I'll probably not use it for now. But this unit, to talk about his attacks, basically he is an AoE unit for the whole like all his attacks, so which is a good deal. So his 3-star first skill is going to inflict pierce damage equal to 250% of attack on all allies, or all, not allies, enemies. Pierce is 3 times pierce rate increase, which is a pretty big, difference if you have a lot of pierce rating on him. Or if you want to work on him with attack and defense gear, you can. So his stats right here, you can see that it's crit chance, crit damage, crit rate, crit resistance, and then pierce rate. You can see, so he's pretty good for that. Then of course he has his second AoE. His second AoE is inflicts sever damage equal to 250% of all attack on all enemies, and then sever is 2 times crit damage increase, or crit chance increase, and then that's gonna be good as well. Then you have his ultimate. His ultimate, he can do it with Guild Thunder, or he can do it by himself. If you do it with Guild Thunder, he is going to inflict damage to 400% of attack on all enemies, and that's only level 1. If you do his level 5 or level 6, basically, you can do even more damage. You can do up to 600%, which is a huge difference from 400. And he also decreases skill ranks, then depletes the ultimate gauge by the number of skill rank decreases. So he's really good, just because he's an AoE attacker out of everything in all of his attacks. And then his unique passive is going to increase human allies basic stats by 8%. So you want to get him out of the coin shop for sure. Now if we go to the JP side, now you can go ahead and farm books, you can farm potions. Let's just say we do the books, for example, right? Or let's actually do potions, just because I know a lot of people have been asking me about potions. So if we go into, now he is a red type, so let's just go against green just to give him a better advantage. So if we go into the green one, right, let's just do the books. Let's just do this, right? And then we're gonna go against them. If we go to him, just him by himself with Guild Thunder, so we have the extra damage, we're gonna go ahead and do this, right? So we're gonna jump into it, and we're gonna hope for the best with this. Now it's gonna be an auto, so I'm not gonna do anything other than just let it play and talk about this unit himself. So out of all the coin shop units in the actual coin shop right now for global, even for platinum or gold coins, I would say Hauser is going to be the best unit to definitely have. We're going to click in auto, so it's going to do it by itself. So Hauser, out of all the other units in the gold section, is one of the better units to have. And then I would say the next one would be Jericho, just because she does a lot of damage, and you can definitely do a lot of damage with her. Like even now you can do a lot of damage, but to farm properly, to farm really fast, you want to get Hauser for sure. Like Hauser is definitely one unit you want to have in global 100%. So I have him right here. Now I am working on him slowly. He is a 3-star already. I'm gonna awaken him to 4-star next once I get these feathers, and then of course getting him to 5-star and 6-star will be a little bit annoying, but I'm gonna do that when I can, because this unit is gonna be super crazy when you want to farm in the game. So let's just skip his ultimate, because I need to actually, let me turn it off for a second, just because I know that it's gonna be annoying if I don't have those off. So let's just do that. All right, so yeah, these are pretty good things to have in the game for farming. This unit is good to farm with. And then if I had to say another unit, of course you would want Blue Diane. She, just because she has an AoE attack, and then her ultimate is an AoE attacker as well. So that's another unit you would want to have for farming. So another unit, for units in here that are AoE based, nothing really too much right now. So I wouldn't really go with anyone other than those 2 units currently. So out of the whole coin shop units, yeah, I would say Hauser would definitely be one of the better units to have for now. But you can see on the screen on the left side, that's JP version. Hauser is by himself. Now you can run a proper team if you wanted to, even if you wanted to farm properly. But I'm just showing you guys like Hauser is pretty good just by himself. So you will see like he's gonna do some pretty good damage even from his ultimates and stuff like that. But the other thing I want to talk about is his gear. So his gear currently, I'm not like good on the global version right now, just because I'm trying to still get it set up. So I've been grinding out gear as much as possible, and basically what you want to have with him is attack and defense gear. So his attack, of course, is going to be the biggest thing about him. So you want him to have SSR gear for him, which is what I'm working on slowly. Like you can see, I just got SSR gear for him right here, and I just need to get more on everything else. So just been grinding slowly for it, just because I do need to have all of them. So you can see he just literally did everything by himself on the JP side. So he farmed books by himself, and you can do that for other things as well. So we're gonna go ahead and get into another thing. So this was just for books. He can do potions by himself as well. Now you do need to have pretty good gear. I'm not gonna lie to you, like he does a lot of damage when he has better gear. So I'm gonna show you guys his gear on the JP version I have for my backup account, because if I show you on my main account, then it's just not gonna look right, and you're gonna pretty much complain that it's not as realistic. But basically what you want to do is, if you go into his gear, you want to have attack on the left side, of course, and then at least one on the right side, wherever you want to put him. It doesn't honestly really matter. I just did it on the bottom right just so he has a little bit more health. But you do want to have attack and then defense gear. Normally I would have the defense gear right here if I wanted to for an SSR based, but I didn't want to go too crazy, and I wanted to make it more realistic of how the game is right now. But I could literally put this SSR gear right here and level that up, and it would be fine. But this is the kind of gear you want to run for him, so you can do a lot more damage, attack and defense basically. So you can see his attack based substats are really good, HP substats are good, defense substats isn't really the best, but I've been slowly working on it for this account as well. Now if you go into other things, let's just say we go into this Arden, I think his name is Arden. If you go into the awakening area, all these things that you need to farm, you can farm with just him. So if we go into this one, right, and you go into wherever you want to farm it from, Hauser is only going to be the only one that we're going to use to farm this stuff out. Now you can do this for any other stage as well. So Hauser is definitely worth farming. So even if you go into the hard mode, he can finish the hard mode easily, and you can get these items. Now when you have a 70% chance of getting these items, you're breaking the 70% chance breaking down by all these 4 items, and that's what you get for each percentage. So if you do like the smaller version, let's just say you get a 60% chance, right? At least you get more out of it because it's 4 stamina compared to 10. So you can do 2 runs in this one compared to 1 run in this one. So let's just do easy, right? You have Hauser and you just start it. So when you start it, just keep it on auto and just farm as much as you can. So you want to farm it every single night for sure. Now if you guys didn't understand how the farming overnight worked, you guys want to check out the video I posted about the farming overnight. You need to, so you can understand what to do. But basically you want to keep this on auto, right? Keep this on auto. If you want to do overnight, you can, but I wouldn't recommend it like that. Just keep farming as many items as you need, but keep it in auto and just let Hauser do his own job, and he will literally farm everything for you, so you don't have to worry about it at all. So let me get out of that screen, because you guys are probably going to get confused about the gear. But I am slowly working on the gear for him. If I really had to run the actual gear, I would have given him Meliodas' gear right now. So if I go into Meliodas, this is the gear that I'm talking about right there. So this is the type of gear that he would have as well. So if I gave it to Hauser, then that's what it would look like. I would just need to make sure I can get all SSR gear slowly on him. But of course that takes some time to do, so I'm not going to worry too much on it. But you can see he farmed by himself. That's basically what you want to do for him. So now you're going to see now the items that dropped right there. Those are the items that did drop, but fortunately we didn't get what we wanted. And then you'll jump right back into it and farm again. So like I said, Hauser is literally the best unit to be using in global right now to farm. Now we can work on him, give him SSR gear now. So this is where you should start getting into SSR gear easily and just start spending more of your gold on SSR gear. So even if you did that kind of farming, you can go back into your SP dungeon, and this is where of course you want to farm SP dungeon stuff. You can go your books, your gold. You can literally go into your gold area and just farm by himself. Now the thing is, you could sometimes lose here if you don't have another unit. So I'm just gonna bring another unit that can do some pretty decent damage. I'll bring Blue DN just because she can attack all 2. So let's just do that. We're gonna bring Blue DN, right? So Blue DN right here. Now I'm gonna give her some gear because I don't want her being by nothing with no gear. So let's just give her some kind of gear. So let's just give her this gear, right? Just to have something. So let's just do that, right? Now we'll give her a partner, or let's just give her king, just because, whatever. So now we're gonna do it this way, right? And then we're gonna play. So Hauser, of course, you want to have him always, but if you're gonna do like these kinds of runs, it might be hard for you to do it without him having like full SSR gear, because he will lose if you don't have like a really good team to run at least. But you can still run a full team if you wanted to. Like, that's not an issue. Like, just have it on auto, right, and just let it play. So you can do Hauser with any other unit you wanted to, and it'll still run properly. Like, I don't say like, you know, just have him by himself. You can run an actual team, but you can see like we need to have 2 units for right now, just because the next part, that the boss that you're going to be fighting, he is a little bit of a unit that an enemy that can attack you pretty heavily, so you have to be very careful there. So now we're going to see Hauser attack more, because that's just how it is. So Hauser is just going to demolish everyone here. You can see that. So 64,000 damage divided by 3 for each unit that you just attacked. That's basically how it goes for him. So once we beat this, then you'll see the next part of that. You'll see why it's a little bit harder. So that's why you have to have pretty good gear, and especially SSR gear, because that's where Hauser you know, shines more with SSR gear compared to the other. So now he did an ult right there, which was kind of stupid. I wish, look at that. That's a waste of an ult, which is unfortunate how sometimes the game can do that. But just to know that if you had better SSR gear than what I have on right now, you'd be doing some pretty crazy damage. But for Hauser, I mean, like I'm saying, like, he is still really good to have. Keep him on your team. So that monster in the middle, he's gonna be tough to beat because he's a blue type unit. So, but just to show you guys, like, this is still possible. We might lose here, really. We honestly might lose, but that's because I also don't have really the best SSR gear on him. So we'll just see what happens right here. And you have to hope for the best to get your ultimates, because if you get your ultimates, this is gonna be much easier to do. Now he's gonna attack everyone, of course. He's gonna, once you get rid of the goons on the side, then the middle boss should be pretty easy to fight against. And of course, if you have units that can also get their ults, make sure to do that, because well, unfortunately he took it away from us, but you do want to have units that can do ults, because it's gonna be good for you. So now we lost 2 ult gauges, which is unfortunate. Now he's gonna do his ult. So this is where you might lose, just because you know, sometimes this will happen, and this is where you're gonna have to have really good SSR gear for sure, or just run a unit that can at least help you beat someone like the one in the middle. Run a unit that's like a green unit, because that's a blue type. So he's gonna ult us. It's probably gonna finish the boss, but basically what I was going towards is that, yeah, so he finished blue DN. Focusing on just like making sure that you get ultimates is a big deal. So you can see, like, we're definitely gonna lose right here. So I'm not even gonna worry about that. We're just gonna back out because he already has his ult. But basically, you want to do that. You want to grind as much as you can from there. Grab anything you want from the game with your farming unit, which is Hauser, and that's basically how you want to go about it. So make sure to grind him out as fast as possible when you can. Once you are pretty set with the teams you're running, give him really good SSR gear once you can, and then that's pretty much how it goes. The first unit you definitely want to work on in the coin shop is definitely Hauser. But hopefully you guys do understand that. And if you guys do already have Hauser, start working on him now. And hopefully that's pretty much it. If you guys did enjoy, go ahead and drop a like onto today's video. If you guys are new to the channel, you guys haven't already, make sure to go ahead and subscribe, because we're getting close to 12,500 subs. So I thank you so much for that much support on the channel. So we'll definitely keep on going until 13,000. We'll definitely be pushing for that. But comment down below if you guys already have Hauser and you guys have been using him. So let me know if you guys have been using him for a farming unit. And if you guys have, then great, you guys are doing something right in the game. But that's gonna do it for today's video, guys. Have a great day.